everybody. Welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina, K-R-I-S-T-I-N-A. It's Monday, so it's Flashback Monday, where we talk about the books that I was reading in October of 2017. 2007. If you haven't joined for one of these previously, Casanova, you're digging your neck. He likes to knead. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. With all four paws at the same time. Casanova, that hurts. So this is, I've explained, this is my book Bible. Back then, there was no other magazine that ever does this. If you get a magazine, there's a mystery magazine, there's book pages, a couple other ones around today. They do not even come close to what this is. The only thing that comes close to this, or actually exceeds this, because it's Goodreads. There's no better place than Goodreads. But this was your Goodreads back in the 2000s, before the internet got going really good. They did over 200 books a month. And they were books that you actually read, you, the general public, not those ones in the newspapers every week that make you cry your eyes out type. No. This is the Regencies and the romances and the mysteries and the murders and the thrillers. It's all in here. And while you're at it, please check out Star Trek Next Generation Fridays. I'm a series person. I like to read series books. I like to read the character progression from book to book to book. Just like Next Generation, I like to get involved with the characters progression from book to book to book. I have a lot to say about this upcoming one, Remember Me. So that'll be Friday. Please check that out. And my daily book reviews. And let's get started with Flashback Monday. And there's a couple of things in here. Would you believe I own them all? So, the first book on our list here, and we will get to it. Oops, wrong one. There you go. Right one. BERTRICE Small. If you have not read the Sky O'Malley series, I did a small video on it months ago, but I will go back and go in depth on each individual book at some point. This lady was a fantastic author. And this was this was a series. And so the Border Lord's Bride, and we will get to that when it's reviewed in here, because otherwise I'll end up doing it twice. And Katie McAllister, Ain't Misbehavin', and Sizemore, Moon Fever, so we'll get to that one. And Laurie Foster, The Servant, Gabrielle Cody has the ability to see demons among us as they really are, and the responsibility to destroy them. She won't allow anyone to get in her way, even the magnetic detective Luther Cross. We shall get to that. Oh yeah, new technology, look at that. The Kindle's coming. Audiobooks are on the rise. Well, duh. Do you know? All of my Laurel K's are audio. I have hardcover and audio. All of my Janets are hardcover and audio. All of my Catherine Coulters are hardcover and audio. All my J.D. Robb hardcover and audio I own 2. In some cases with J.D. Robb, however, I own 3. I own the paperback, the hardcover, and the BOCD. Because, I don't know if you know this or not, but some of her early Nora Roberts is J.D. Robb. Some of her early editions, well, you can find them in hardcover. You can, and also, they came out in large print way back when they were first done. So they were in hardcover. You can find them. But then a few years ago, for an anniversary of some sort, I forgot what, Nora, they republished the first 10 or something in hardcover. So you can get a modern day copy, a valid copy of the first 10 or so books in hardcover. But back then, they did the hardcovers and they did the paperbacks. But when they redid the paperbacks, she updated them. There were extra paragraphs in some of them. So that's why I have the new mass market and the hardcover and the book OCD. Because if you read the book OCD with a hardcover, an original hardcover, not the redid version, but the original one, you'll come to sections of the book where the paragraphs are completely missing. So, all right, and then Lisa KLEYPAS, and we will do a series on her later on in the Mine Till Midnight. So we'll talk about these books. I still read this magazine a lot. This was such a great magazine. Oh, look who it is. Our favorite J.D. Robb. Not J.D. Robb. J.R. Ward. I'm sorry. She has short hair today, though. She's doing some book tours. Because Darius came out, and we will do Darius. But I can tell you how Darius ends. Because I know how it starts. And I'm sorry, you're going to need tissues if you're going to read Darius. But in this book, don't step on my computer. Lover, these 2 books, Lover Unbound. Don't step on my keyboard. Don't step on my keyboard. And, Lover Revealed. So we'll talk about this. They interview her in this. Everywhere I go, people are buzzing about the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, especially other romance authors. What's your reaction to that? I totally appreciate their support. I've been so grateful, but you know what the nicest part is? Before J.R. Ward ever came into the picture, other romance writers reached out and helped me and guided me. Aww. What's your all-time favorite show? She liked the X-Files. Let's talk about October's release, Lover Unbound. I've read it, loved it. Without revealing any spoilers, what was it like to write Vicious's book? Yes, ma'am. And Fury is Lover Enshrined, and Zetas' book. Oh, Sue Grafton. Have you read Sue Grafton, The Gumshoe Detective? They're ABC, so you can read them in order. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 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 G. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Oh, and there's a whole, Laurie Foster. They're talking to her about awakening. See, this was the internet back then. This was your guide to all things books, was this magazine. Kathleen Woodis, I tried her, but I couldn't get into it. But she's out there. Her books still exist in libraries. Madeline Hunter. Used to try those. Alright, here we go. Victoria Alexander. Secrets of a Proper Lady. Right? See, now they had, this is from the historical section, historical romance section. It got 4.5 stars. This says American businessman Daniel Sinclair is determined to win the wager, even though he's supposed to be betrothed to Lady Cordelia Bannister, a woman he has never met. Cordelia will not go down the aisle willingly to wed a man she knows nothing about, so she decides to investigate Daniel by posing as her companion Sarah and paying Daniel a visit, which would be perfect except for the fact that when they meet, Daniel is pretending to be someone else too. Secrets of a Proper Lady, 4.5 stars. Lisa KLEYPAS, I just had you. Mine Till Midnight, 4.5 stars. When Amelia Hathaway's brother disappears into the gambling hells and brothels of London, she turns to half-gypsy owner Cam Roham to find him. Afterward, Amelia takes her family to their newly inherited country house. Surprisingly, Cam is visiting their neighbor, and his interest in Amelia leads him to continually call it their home. Check it out. And I know I pulled it. Oh, here it is. Monica McCarthy, Highlander Unchained, 4.5 stars. An ancient curse is destroying the McLeans. Only by marrying a McLean can Lachlan break the curse. He's reduced to kidnapping Flora McLean before she elopes with another. Carrying the high-spirited lass off to keep his keep seems an easy task, but getting her to cooperate is a different story. Dark Rival, Brenda Joyce. Now, I did a whole thing on her. She did a couple different series, and she dropped everything and went with the DeWarrens. But she had a Detective Gumshoe series featuring a young lady in 1900 New York. You should check those out. All those titles have dark in them. I wonder if they're listed in here. They're called the Deadly series. Deadly Kisses, Deadly Illusions, they're all deadly. That was the young detective thing. So this was the Master of Time series, and it got 4.5 stars. And it says, Allie, like her mother, is a healer who becomes caught in a battle when Master of Time Royce travels to the 21st century to meet his destiny and encounters her. Their instantaneous attraction and powerful lovemaking is impossible to forget. Allie is swept back to the 16th century in hopes that she can alter events that might lead to Royce's death. Beatrice Small, the Border Lord's Bride. Duncan Armstrong, Laird of Dundorf, has sworn not to wed unless it is to a lass he truly loves. But when he needs a favor from King James, Duncan never expects when he's forced to pay in return. The taking of a bride he neither loves nor desires. When Highlander heiress Ellen MacArthur's marriage plans are thwarted by a murder attempt, she has no choice but to beg the king for help. These are all strong female heroines. You got to read Sky O'Malley. If you've read Outlander, you have got to read Sky O'Malley. I'm telling you, Claire's been through some stuff, but Sky goes through worse, much worse. And I wish they would make a series out of it. I think it would do just as well, or if not better than Outlander. Because this is even prior to Outlander. Oh yeah, even book. Did she start Outlander? I think she started in the 90s. Okay. Casey Michaels, I've done her. Come here. Nope. Casey Michaels, The Return of the Prodigal. Wounded at Waterloo, Rain Beckett was carried to safety by a mysterious stranger and nursed back to health by the beautiful Lisette without suspecting he is a pawn in a much larger scheme. With the loss of his arm and his spirit, he believes Lisette tales of her lecherous employer and her need to escape. He has no reason not to believe her. After all, she's cared for him in body and soul, giving him her innocence and becoming his lover. right, the next section is mainstream fiction. No one did it like this book. Nobody does it like this magazine. To the volume that this magazine did it, nobody does it. The top pick is Peter Pezzilli, Italian Lessons. Carter Quinn returns to his home in Providence, Rhode Island for summer. Before he travels to Italy, he takes Italian lessons from music professor Gianna Rossi so that he'll be able to converse with Elena, an Italian exchange student he met at college. Waiting to surface, Emily Listfield. Sarah Larkin, a Manhattan magazine editor, is separated from her artist husband, Todd, who has taken a trip to Florida. When the police call Sarah, she learns he's gone missing and that it took the former girlfriend he was visiting 4 days to contact the police. Sarah is saddened and fearful that her daughter, Eliza, will never recover from the tragic loss of her father. As she attempts to rebuild her life, she endures a professional crisis and hopes for a brighter future as she embarks on a new venture. Romantic suspense. Fiona Brand, 4 stars. Rena Morel has lost her sight 22 years ago as a result of the car accident that killed her mother. Doctors have told her that there's no physical cause for her blindness, and a mishap in the home she shares with her husband, Alex Lopez, restores some of her vision. Additionally, occurrences lead inescapable to one conclusion: Rena has something to fear from Alex. The truth is even uglier than Rena expects. Alex is directly connected to her mother's death, and he married her for less than romantic reasons. Interesting. Oh, look. Full page spread for Brenda Joyce's Dark Rival. They also do inspirational. Netta Jackson, 4.5 stars. 3 years ago, after forming a prayer group at a women's conference, this group of culturally diverse Chicago women is still going strong with their resolve to support and pray for one another. As Ruth, Chandler, Florida, Avis, and Jody have gone through heartache and joy, their group is a constant. The women come together to celebrate one member's wedding to another member's son and rejoice in the homecoming of 2 women from overseas. Science fiction in the green section. Jerry Smith Reddy. People of Erismos possess annual magic. Rena is a crow, which means she has the ability to guide the spirits of the dead. Her husband Merrick is a wolf. The village is attacked by descendants, those who have forsaken their spirits. Asma is victorious, but the descendants retaliate by attacking neighborhood Kalido, killing their elders and taking survivors to be sold as slaves. Mystery suspense. There we go. Tess Gerritsen, Rizzolian Isles. I did that last week's video. I was talking about Patterson's Women's Murder Club and how that was made into a series. It was a very, very short-lived series. And Angie Harmon played the lead in that. And when she left that, she went to play the lead in Rizzolian Isles. And so Lindsay Boxer's the other one. So yes, check this out, Rizzolian Isles. And there's also Kathy writes Bones. Present day Julia Hamill has made a horrifying discovery on the grounds of a new home in rural Massachusetts. A skull buried in the rocky soil, human, female, and according to the trained eye of Boston medical examiner Maura Isles, scarred with the unmistakable marks of murder. But whoever this nameless woman was and whatever befell her, knowledge is lost to another time. Boston, 1830. In order to pay for his education, Norris Marshall, a talented but penniless student at Boston Medical College, has joined the ranks of local resurrectionists, those who plunder graveyards and harvest the dead for sale on the black market. Yet even this ghoulish commerce pales beside the shocking murder of a nurse found mutilated on the university hospital grounds. When a distinguished doctor meets the same grisly fate, Norris finds that trafficking in the illicit cadaver trade has made him a prime suspect. Good deal. Contemporary romance in the green section. And Susan Enoch, A Touch of MINX. A year ago, Samantha Jellicoe robbed from the rich and gave to herself. Now, though, she's using her larceny skills for good as a private security consultant trying to walk the high road for her sexy billionaire boyfriend, Richard Addison, and asking herself if there's anything more torturous than tracking down priceless artifacts only to give them back. I'm telling you, nobody did it like these people. Demon Silver Kiss. Eve Silver, Demon's Kiss. Ever since her parents' death, Clea Masters has been kept safe by a force that inside her that knocks back any threat. But when a demon attacks her, she's launched into a dangerous world she never knew existed. Her only ally is a lethal, seductive man who has arouses a hunger that anything she has ever imagined. Lover Unbound by the Queen herself, J.R. Ward. And this is Vicious's book. We have Wraith, the King. We start with the King. And like I said, if you read, you should really start with Darius and then go forward. If you want to read it unknown, there's no way, if you're a fan of this series, there's no way you don't know what happens to Darius. So you can read that first and then go forward, or you can read the whole series and read the new Darius now and cry your eyes out. Well, you're going to cry your eyes out either way. So Wrath is the first book. And like I said, I have my books on audio. Lover Eternal. Rage. Zadist, Lover Awakened. Lover Revealed. Butch O'Neill's book. Lover Unbound. Vicious. Moon Fever. In Tempting Fate by Susan Sizemore, Desiree dreamed she spent a passion-filled night with a sexy rock star, Joe Coyne, and that he told her he was a vampire. Darkness Within, Maggie Shane, but when sexy private investigator Jim Litton offers to help discover what is going on, Caroline suspects that he has a personal interest in her. Oh, I didn't look for this one. Mary Janice Davison. It's be over there. This is my paranormal section. It's ABC by author. My Regency section is over there. I have mystery sections all over the house and biographies upstairs. There are 32 bookcases in my house. I have a very, very small house. It's all bookcases. Your coffin or mine? For Lily Machette, the owner of Manhattan's premier dating service for vampires and dazzling dozens of the dark herself, death is an all-night's work. Unfortunately, it's going to take more than matching up vamps to pay the bills. Check out At Stakes. It's a good series. Oh, I was gonna look for this. I don't. Jennifer Reardon. I thought I saw it. Where are we? No, just Kimberly. Okay. Oh, Blood Fever. I'm also a Yankee Candle fan. I will never use any of these candles. They're just for decoration. Blood Fever. Got. It just started. 4.5 stars. I used to think my sister and I were just two nice Southern girls who'd get married in a few years, settle down to a quiet life. Then I discovered Elena and I descend from not from good, wholesome Southern stock, but from ancient Celtic bloodline of powerful Sid seers. This is a good series. We'll have to do this one day. MADELINE's ordinary life underwent a complete makeover when she landed in Ireland shores. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on. The series does take a left turn when it gets with the skull, and it lost me then, but it kept me thoroughly engrossed till that point. So yeah, I was good with that series till that point. Then it lost me. So, Katie McAllister, 8 Misbehaving. Dean Hearn, also known as the Irish fealty god Sirmus, must choose a bride quickly. His longtime goddess has run off with a salsa dancer, and Dane must be married by Beltane. Servant Awakening. To most people, demons look like regular citizens, but Gabriel Cody has the ability to see the creatures as they really are. So check it out. How's it going there? Secrets of a Proper Lady. So I'm telling you, this is a good magazine, and I love it to death. And so this is Flashback Monday. These are all the books that I currently have in my house that I purchased in October of 2007. And we will be doing the rest of these at some point. And I've got Andrea Penrose. I'm halfway through. I will get to that tomorrow. So that'll be tomorrow's book. Don't forget Star Trek Fridays, Flashback Mondays with the magazines. And please like and subscribe. I need all the support I can get. There's no one out there but you guys. It's just general public. So 360 something videos. I need your help to spread the word. It's just me. I'm just simple. No special effects, no special lighting, no theme song, nothing. It's just me reading books, talking books, and I like series books. So go figure. Please like and subscribe. Please let me know I'm doing a good job. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good day.